Yeah, Nebraska, that's what the I gotta say. All you motherfuckers.
That was the reaction today as the man who police say raped at least 5 women learned he would be spending the rest of his life in prison. Good evening, I'm Monty Torres. Ashley is off tonight. Thank you for joining us. More on that in just a moment, but first we have some breaking news for you now. 7 people were shot and 5 killed in Texas earlier this evening. Police were called to the home for the shooting and found the victims. The shooter led police on a chase that ended just a few miles away. Police are not releasing any other information at this time. Well, a serial rapist now knows he will spend the rest of his life behind bars, and it's all because of a new law that requires DNA testing for convicted criminals. Anthony Vaughn spent decades raping 5 different women, police say, and now he will spend decades in prison. The 42-year-old Omaha man got the news this morning. Fox 42's Maureen Wirtz was in court today and spoke with one of his victims. She shares what she'll do now that this chapter in her life is closed.
There were 2 very different men in court today. One apologetic, trying to earn sympathy and taking responsibility for his action. But after sentencing, that same man had this to say.
Yeah, Nebraska, that's what the I gotta say. All you motherfuckers.
Well, it's been a long time. I've moved on with my life, and I'm going to continue to move on with my life.
And Anthony Vaughn will be moving to prison after a judge sentenced him to 110 to 140 years for raping 5 different women in Omaha.
He was active over decades and victimized women over a long period of time.
From 1990 to 2009, Vaughn raped 5 women. I've been on the story since April 2013 when police caught him.
We can recognize that they are extremely strong and the capability of them to move on from something like this. I admire them.
I spoke with one victim after his arrest last April.
Grow to get past it with time, so I believe that time is going to help myself and the other women.
Vaughn broke into this woman's home and was convicted of burglary in 2010. His DNA was tested in April 2013, and it matched a serial rapist that had never been caught.
Honestly shaken when I first heard it.
Before Vaughn was sentenced, he spoke in court.
That's what the I gotta say about it.
He said he was on wet marijuana and didn't remember any of the rapes, and he thought his victims may have been angry one-night stands, and said he was deeply sorry.
I think it's nonsense. I mean, when it comes down to it, he's just making excuses for his behavior.
Vaughn is 42 and won't be eligible for parole until he's at least 96 years old.
That's where he belongs.
Judge Ashford said right before Vaughn was sentenced that the real heroes in this case are the women, and that he hopes their strength will help others come forward. In the Douglas County Courthouse, Maureen Wirtz, Fox 42 News.
Police say Vaughn had a very specific way of